ashes. No amount of cinderships could hide the light beneath her lashes, nor the smile upon her lips. She had a wicked stepmother and two wicked stepsisters who treated her with scorn. One day, the young prince of the kingdom decided to give a ball. He thought perhaps one of the young ladies attending might be someone he could fall in love with. He had never been in love before. So with all the ladies in the land, he still couldn't keep from being lonely. With all hands to keep command, he still couldn't find his one and only. So he sent his herald throughout the tiny kingdom to announce to all, the prince was giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert Windermere Valamir Carl Alexander Prince Reginald Lancelot Herman Gregory James is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Mother's looking dreamy-eyed.
The prince is giving a ball. The lady wants to find a bride and name by running the ball. If only he proposed to me, I pray that he'll propose to me. Why should he propose to me? I wish I hadn't married Jack. Your stomach in your shoulders back. I wear a dress of satin, and me I'm in a pink one. And me I'm in the 7th grade. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of Her Majesty Queen Constantina, Charlotte Amateur, Guinevere Maisie, Marguerite Anne is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. I wish I didn't like to eat. I wish I were dear and sweet. I wish I were a mother. I wish I were a girl. I wish I were a young girl. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, son of His Majesty King Maximilian, Godfrey Ladislaw, Leopold Sidney, Frederick John is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Thank you very much, my dear friends. May you join in attending the ball be its greatest mighty gift. Now, if you'd be so kind to leave me, I must have a word with the herald. To the ball, dear friends.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman.
Were they pleased with the announcement of the ball?
You've heard their enthusiasm, sire.
Yes, I hear their enthusiasm, and their flattery, and their petition, and their...
What would you have with them, sire?
something a little more personal, perhaps.
More personal, sire? You're the prince.
Yes, unfortunately, I am the prince.
I'm sorry to sadden Your Highness. Maybe the prospect of the ball can help to cheer you up.
It's the prospect of the ball that makes me sad.
Then why give it, sire?
It's my mother, the queen, who insists it be held. She feels it's time I fulfill my royal obligation and choose a wife.
I should think that prospect would cause you happiness, not sorrow. A prince can have the loveliest lady in the land, whichever he wants.
That's true, whichever one he wants. The question is, does she want him?
A prince?
Oh, I know she'd want a prince, but would she want him without his throne, without his heritage? Would she want a man? And how am I ever to know that?
It would be impossible to separate the man from the prince, sire.
So I've discovered.
I wish there was something I could do to help you.
It's odd I shouldn't be able to shake off this sadness. Just this morning, I felt like today was going to be a very special day for me. And I'm not helping out much either.
The day is not over yet.
That's true. But what sort of a special day could it be for me? And for which? The prince or the man?
Your Highness talks as if you were two people.
Oh, I wish I were two people. Harold, tell my father that I won't be rejoining his hunting party. Tell him I'm going hunting on my own.
Where shall I say the prince is going if the king asks?
Tell him the prince isn't going. The only one going is me.
Your Majesty, don't you think it would be wise to rejoin the main hunting party and the Queen? I suppose it would be wise, but not have as much fun.
But you have been hunting by yourself for a very long time.
Yes, haven't I? And good hunting it's been, too. Bring on the spoils. I bagged that one with the bow and arrow. Fast horse. Your Majesty, Your Majesty. Oh, darn, it's my chamber. I looked everywhere, Your Majesty. Who told you to look here? The Queen, sire. The Queen, call it her intuition, sire. Call it my rotten luck. Her Majesty is suspicious, sire. She suspects that you're up to something. She's on her way here. Let her come. I can go hunting by myself if I want to. Your Majesty. What, Your Majesty? You looking for an early retirement? What are you acting so suspicious about? I've got nothing to hide. That damsel, Your Majesty. Yikes! Well, get her out of here. Get those things out of here. Everybody stay calm. We might get through this. Somehow. Your Royal Highness, I've taken the liberty of telling the Queen that Your Highness has been doing works of charity amongst the villagers. Doing what? Works of charity amongst the villagers, sire. Amongst the villagers? Yes, sire. I don't even know where they live. In the village, sire. What did you tell her all that for? You know I know nothing about the villagers. What if she has me a lot of questions? She's sure to try, Majesty, if I really was in the village. Perhaps I can help you, sire. Now, if she asks you a question, I can tap with my staff 1 time for yes, 2 times for no, as yes, no. Good idea, good idea. Once for yes, and twice for no. The Queen. The Queen! The Queen! Hello, my dear. How's the hunt?
Yours or mine?
Why, yours, of course.
Excellent. I beg a slandering monarch.
Wonderful, wonderful. What do they look like?
You idiot. Where have you been?
His Royal Highness has been doing works of charity amongst the villagers. That's right. Good work.
I don't believe you. You've been seeing some pretty girl. I wasn't born yesterday.
I think we can all agree on that.
Where were you?
Truly, my dear, I was sick. That sort of thing.
And all this to the villagers?
Yes.
You don't even know where they live.
Oh, yes, in the village.
Idiot. Ask. All right, we'll see if you can do it. Has the miller mended the mill wheel yet?
Yes.
And the old Widow Simpson's horse, did it die?
Yes. No.
Yes? No? What do you mean?
I mean, yes, it's still alive, and no, it didn't die.
Did the doctor deliver any new babies this week?
Yes.
How many?
How many?
How many?
Yes. No. 3.
Does old Mr. Peabody have a sick leg?
No.
What?
No.
Well, he certainly does have a stiff leg.
Well, that's right. He's got 4 stiff legs.
You're a liar.
Yes.
And a cheat.
Yes.
You have not been in the village.
No. Never, never. I'll admit I wasn't in the village, but I just wanted to go hunting by myself. I only wanted to be alone.
Then why didn't you say so in the first place?
Feeling.
Oh, how considerate. But if you've been hunting, then where's the game bag?
Well, we certainly have game to prove it. Bring on the game. You see, my dear?
I'm sorry I mistrusted you. You have been hunting.
Oh, well.
And tonight, I'll make a pie for you. And at supper, I'll say, Chamberlain, bring out a dish fit for a king.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice. And what century is this? The 12th century. And what century was Shakespeare born? The 16th. See why you're stupid? Let's get back to her. You mean our jealous little sister? Yes, jealous. Our selfish little sister? Yes. Selfish? Our wicked little sister? Wicked. Our conservative little sister? Wicked. Yes, Mother. Haven't you fixed those plumes yet? No, sister, I haven't had time to get to it. Well, get to it. We must have plumes to wear in our hair and so. Yes, sister. Did you hear me? Yes, Mother, coming. You think butter wouldn't melt in her mouth? Why? Shut up! Which reminds me, when we get to the ball tonight, don't talk. Whatever else you do, don't talk. Why not? Because when you open your mouth, even the bravest men have been known to take cover. Well, I don't see your effervescent matter attracting them any better. And I don't understand it either. Why, maybe all these years I've relied too heavily on my joyous see. Yes, and I on my brains. It looks like we all go back on our beauty. Looks like we already did. We are ladies of a high society, preparing for adults. We are ladies of a shy propriety, who hunger for romance. Though love is late, we hesitate, falling bait, cruel or fickle or foul. Though youth has flown, we want it still known that we haven't thrown in the towel. We are ladies in waiting, anticipating, going to adults. We are ladies of a high and rating name since history began. We are ladies of a sly and waiting game who've waited all we can. Anticipating, ladies in waiting, waiting for a man. We should have a dancing master. What for? It's a band, isn't it? We should have a dancing master. Is that new perfume you're wearing? No, what does it smell like? Bacon grease. No, that's not perfume. I ran out of cold cream. Well, what did you use? Bacon grease. We are ladies of a high and great estate, since this out in noble land. We are ladies who incline to overweight, from waiting quite a fan. Two waiting ladies, wishing to ladies, they could find a man. Sisters, I have some terrible news. The ball has been canceled. They set an age limit. Blue wasn't even part of that. Oh, there is shrimp. Oh, what are we doing? Blue is wearing our hair. We can't go without clothes. You vicious baggage. Why didn't you take better care of them? She did it deliberately. She did it deliberately to keep us from going. Honestly, it was the rat. Let's beat her up. No. We'll send her to the woods right now to get us some more plumes. Thought your rotten, conniving little tricks could keep us home? Well, it won't work. Now get out of here and to the woods. And don't you come back till you have plumes for our lovely hair. Yes, sister. And it served you right if you were run down by the royal hunting party. The what? The royal hunting party. They're in the woods today. The rat! Oh, rat! No! That's why you destroyed the plume. I Well, they better look polished and clean. Iron this dress. Iron mine too. Serve this hem. Fix this shoe. You're the nastiest, laziest girl we've ever seen. Cinderella, get to work. Cinderella, get to work. Cinderella, get to work. And don't forget we're coming back. Somebody must have already been here. I've been looking high and low to find a clue. Let's look over by the city wall. I know a shortcut. Follow me. With that bacon grease, how can I miss?
What do you mean the prince is gone, but he isn't gone?
That's the message he sent to you, Your Majesty.
That's ridiculous. If he's gone, he's gone. And if he's gone, why didn't you let him go?
I had no choice, Your Majesty. Your Majesty. That was your command.
Well, it's my command that you take him to the place where you let him go. I'll find out what he's up to.
Rotten luck. They got away. Seems to me we used to run faster. So, we still never caught anything. Come on, let's keep looking for clues.
You're sure this is the place where you let him go?
Yes, Your Majesty.
All right, that'll be all. Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman, Herman Gregory James. It's your daddy.
So, that's why we can't find any clues. You take them all up. Give it to us, you ugly old witch. Please, no, don't feed me anymore. Please, stop. Oh, stop you with this club if you don't give us those clues. But I still need my food. I shall starve. I'll stay in trouble of starving if you don't hand them over. Here, let me get it. Here, take the food. But you shall be sorry you treated an old woman like this. I'll put a curse on those foods, and if you ever wear them, you'll never be able to enjoy them. Get out of here, you swear old crone! You don't believe her silly old curse, do you? Of course not! Oh, here. Let's look in here and see if there are any blues lovely enough for ladies of culture. Here, hold one.
Prince, where are you, Prince? Oh, Prince, where are you, Prince?
The prince! Oh, the prince, is he here? Just point us in the right direction.
Well,
Don't deny, you were calling the prince. You certainly were, we heard you. He's here in the woods someplace hunting. We're looking for him.
Oh, you must be ladies in waiting.
You could say that.
Then you're on the hunt, too?
That's even a better way to put it. Who are you?
Oh, I just work around the palace.
The palace? No! Then you're somebody important?
Well, that depends on where you sit. My wife sits next to me and says no.
Your wife? You're married.
I make it sound worse than it really is.
But if you work in the palace, then naturally you're going to the ball tonight.
Naturally, I'm never allowed to miss one.
Here, pick a dance, any dance that's wide open.
Yes, that's no trouble. I'm an old master.
Oh, master! Sister, he's an old dancing master! Dancing master, don't say another word in fact, sister, kick those feathers out of the way.
What are you going to do?
You're going to give us a lesson.
Oh, what?
A lesson! We want to dance divinely at the ball tonight. We want to be
Your perfume should do that.
Look, here's our problem. We need a little brushing up on our bravado, which we forgot. Which we mastered at the Italian courts in Rome. However, it is a slightly different variation than the one danced in the English courts. Now, take this for example.
It is a bit old world, isn't it?
Do you think so?
Ponderous. You've got to get more bounce into it if you want a happy partner.
I'll take any kind.
Well, Your Majesty, I can get everywhere for you.
Why, do you want to give me away?
No, sire, but your father's worried you won't attend the ball tonight.
Go tell my father that the prince promises to be there. But don't you tell him where I'm at and what I'm doing. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Quickly, someone's coming. Hurry, get it. Sweet! Whoa! Here, let me help you. What is it? Are you ill?
I'll be all right. Let me rest for a moment. I ran too hard, I'm afraid.
You were running? For what?
I was chased by two wicked sisters. They beat and robbed me. They stole my clues. I worked all day together. Now I have no clues to sell and no money to buy food.
Tell me where this happened. I'll see that you get your plumes back and they're punished.
No, let them keep the clues. As for punishment, they will be punished enough when they try to wear them. They will be cursed with a terrible itching and scratching until they take them off. But thank you for wanting to help me.
Here, take this money and buy some food. And if you ever need any help, just let me know.
Thank you, Your Highness.
What made you say that?
Your kindness. It makes you a prince amongst men.
I want to be a man amongst men, no more.
You go to the house by the old covered bridge. There you will find a blackened chimney to be cleaned, and in its ashes a jewel of rare beauty.
But I had no longing for jewels.
You have a great longing for this one, my son.
Why do you say this?
Because I know your heart. Now go. The house by the old covered bridge. And God be with you.
told that you had a chimney that didn't sweep. Well, that's what I was told. I was hoping you did, and then maybe I could stay around for a while and sweep it.
I guess we do. Cinderella! Get up here and help us. Those are my two stepsisters. I must go help them. You can reach the roof out that way.
Well, where's the chimney?
Right in there. Cinderella!
What do you know? I always wondered where the smoke went.
I told you to let Cinderella fix those plumes. Well, she wouldn't have fixed them any better than she fixes anything else. Well, they're too tall. Now we'll have to carry them till we get to the ball. Why? Because they'll hit the top of the coach. That's why. I'd like to hit the top of your coach. Sister, please. I'll redo the flute if you want me to. Oh, shut up. Too late. The coach will be here any minute. We'll just find a place to put them on when we get there. Where's my bottle of hair setting spray? It's upstairs. Mother is using it. Well, get it. Yes, now, listen to her. You'd think melted butter wouldn't stay in her mouth. You wouldn't want. That's what you said. Melted butter. We must remember to keep our stupid mouth shut. Now hand me the mirror. The one. The mirror. All right. But you are on your own very good. Oh! Here. Spray me with this perfume. Where is that wretched little beast, Cinderella? Wretched little beast? She's probably deliberately dawdling, so we'll be late. Here's your right set lotion. That. Here, take a tissue open. Give me that waist set spray. Is Mother ready? Yes, she said, please, would you hurry? Well, that's not easy when you deliberately take your time, is it? Now wait just a minute. It's your turn to spray it on me! Sister, you... Oh, shut up. You've caused enough trouble and delay, sister. You'll be sure that we get back from the ball tonight. Why did our mother ever marry your father? Oh, what a divine perfume. Whatever is it called? Wait a second. Oh! Yeah! Well, hurry up and grab one. The coach will be here any minute. Sister, horse's sister, speak to me.
any fire.
Dear, look at you. Do you always look like that?
Only when I clean a chimney.
Well, it's honest dirt. Certainly nothing to be ashamed of.
There's been a lot of excitement going on here, hasn't there?
Yes,
I mean the ball and all of that.
very exciting.
All the ladies of the kingdom are invited.
Yes, I know. Are you going?
I'm not one of the ladies of the kingdom.
I know, I mean, even so,
You don't see many sweets dancing in the palace now, do you?
I never thought of it before.
Neither did I. But now that I have, I think the prince ought to be a sweet or two. You tell him that when you see him.
I wonder what it's like to meet a prince.
I don't know. I've never met one. But I know someone who did.
Who? Do tell me.
My mother and father.
Your mother and father met a prince?
Oh, my mother and father were very close to the king and queen.
I don't see it. Now look,
Well, close enough to clean the palace chimney.
that's not very close.
I see you've never been in a chimney before.
You're making fun of me.
No, I'm not.
You're making fun of me because I'm foolish and romantic over the ball. But I can't help it, really. I'm that way over most things. I suppose that's why God gave us dreams. So that when lovely things never seem to happen to us, we don't have to live without them altogether. Take the ball, for instance. I've never been to one, but I can tell you exactly what it would be like. When you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are present with the wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on the sky above the park, and below there is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
It looks that way when you say,
How come a poor sweet rose?
I do not know these things are so. I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air, when you're suddenly confronted by his highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid to hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating.
Then you seem to hear him asking you to dance.
You make a vow to be bound, and shyly answer yes.
How will you know that this is so?
I do no more than guess, but I can't describe the prince, I must confess. Is he tall?
Straight as a line,
And his
his dark
hair, his eyes, he can turn a girl to gravy.
If you won't be serious, I won't go on.
Then I will. He waltzes you around the room that your feet never touches the ground,
That's
and he makes you feel that you weigh nothing at all.
That's right. He does. And he leads you around the park, and then out onto the terrace.
The terrace?
Out of the terrace, you stop dancing.
Yes,
You walk.
yes,
You stop walking.
yes.
You talk. Then
Then you stop talking.
that's right.
Then...
You start thinking.
Oh.
How wonderful it all is.
How wonderful what all that?
Everything.
when the clock puts a stop to that girl's dream.
The clock? How do you mean?
I mean, there comes a time when a girl must stop dreaming of princes. Time to face reality. You see, there aren't that many princes to go around.
Yes, I guess you're right.
She can dream about somebody else. Oh, someone very near. Perhaps the boy right next door.
Do you really think so? What do you suppose the Prince dreams about?
Being the boy next door.
Being an ordinary boy?
Well, that's not all. Just being an ordinary boy, being with an ordinary girl.
Like you and me?
Like you and me. Miss, could you love a chimney sweep?
Of course, if he were kind and good.
Then you wouldn't mind if he wasn't a prince?
I'd like to be were a prince.
You would? Why?
I couldn't love a dirty prince.
Then how could you love a dirty chimney sweep?
Oh, that would be different.
I'm afraid I must go now.
You do?
You did too. Remember the ball?
Oh, yes, that's right.
But I'll come again if you let me.
Oh, please do. I mean, if you really want to.
Oh, I do. Very much.
But don't let my stepmother upset you. They're very strict.
And Miss?
My name is Cinderella. What's yours?
Black. I was going to say, I have a letter in that.
Cinderella! Yes, Mother?
The couch is here, and your sisters and I are leaving for the ball. Do all the work that's set out for you, and don't be idle while we're gone.
Yes, Mother. Have a lovely night.
And keep a settle tight in your head, child.
I am standing by His Highness double places, and we face the court magnificently clothed. I'm the envy of 1,000 staring faces who have just heard that I am his betrothed. It's a dream I've been dreaming, the play I pretend, but there's always a part and happy pair. When I found at the end in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
What? What's the matter, child?
Why's that been nothing at all? Then why are you crying? It's just the smoke from the fire. The fire's out. Oh, so it is. Well, what's wrong? Tell me about it. Perhaps I'll know. It's nothing. I'm afraid I was being very foolish. Foolishness is a simple pleasure we all enjoy from time to time. You need sunshine. You're very kind to say so. Would you like a cup of tea? No, you would have to start a fire. That would be too much trouble. No trouble. I have to start one anyway. Why, it's already going. You saw yourself it was out. And the kettle's hot. That's the strangest thing. Perhaps it only sinks at the ground. Perhaps. Maybe you wished for it. I've heard that if you wish for something very hard, you can make it happen. I wouldn't wish very, very hard to start a fire. Thank you. What would you wish for then, may I ask? I wish so often for so many things. It's hard to say. I often pretend I have a real, live, honest-to-goodness fairy godmother. All I have to do is wish for something. She grants it. And that way, all the most beautiful things in the world happen right here in this room. I know what I'd wish for. To go to the ball. Just before you came, I was wishing the pumpkin in the yard would turn into a big, golden carriage, and 6 field mice into 6 beautiful prancing horses, and there would be a footman and coachman in fine livery. And where would they be coming from? They could be the 2 baby rats I saw in the cellar yesterday. What a wonderfully impossible imagination you have. Impossible? Yes, I guess most people would say. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country Aw, before I came, weren't you satisfied and highness of all places? And your face, of course, magnificently glowed. I was the envy of 1,000 staring faces. You have just heard that I am here before. So it's not simply to go to the ball you wish for, but a very romantic love. But every girl dreams of finding a prince. Not every girl insists on finding a prince in the palace. Again, I advise, don't let your happiness depend on the impossible path. But I'm still wishing. I'm wishing in the name of every young girl who ever wanted to go to a dance and was told she could. I'm wishing that I may go to that dance tonight. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And sixth grade mice will never be 6 5 or 6. They will just roll the roll and fiddle the of course. Impossible. But the world is full of babies and fools. Some believe in Cinderella and won't believe what simple people say. And because these dancing doing, I don't keep building up impossible hopes. Impossible things are happening every day. Very well, Cinderella, you may have it. Come, I will help you. Can't you see? I'm your fairy godmother. I don't believe it. No time to start doubting now. I know it. A fairy godmother. You wanted so desperately to go to the ball.